James Harden intends to decline his $35 million player option with the Philadelphia 76ers for next season. But even before then, rumors of the former MVP's return to Houston have been swirling since December. But should Rockets head coach Ime Udoka, Harden's former coach, even want the beard back in Houston? What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Scott Procter, and I trust that you know the deal by now. This is Procter's Point of View. As always, make sure you drop a like, make sure you comment, and keep an eye out because that comment could be featured in a future video like this one right here. And as always, subscribe and make sure you stay tuned to the end of this episode so if you can guess today's trivia question. So the Rockets have the 4th overall pick for the first time in their history, but can you name the 6 teams that have never, ever picked first overall? But to this topic here today, man, Ime Udoka has a hell of a job on his hands. After being hired by the Houston Rockets on April 25th to be their next head coach, Udoka was present at the NBA draft lottery just a couple weeks later when the franchise drew the number 4 overall pick of June's NBA draft. That pick right there represents a big decision for the Rockets franchise, but perhaps even bigger is the impending decision on James Harden's free agency. Harden is reportedly seeking 3 things: a long-term deal, a competitive roster, and the basketball freedom to play his game, which roughly translates to Harden wanting to be the guy again with the ball in his hands every single play, just like he was in Houston when he won an MVP. Harden tried out the whole winning thing in Brooklyn, in Philly, and it obviously didn't really work out. Now he's ready to have fun again, both on the court and in the strip clubs of Houston. But that don't mean that the Rockets should just welcome James Harden back with open arms. It's not because Harden is washed by any means. After all, he still has plenty of game. He just led the league in assists with 10.7 while averaging 21 points. But Harden isn't a winning player, evidenced by his minus 40 plus minus in the 2023 playoffs. Nor is Harden the kind of star who can help a new head coach build a winning culture. Harden likes to show up to camp a bit overweight. He likes to use the regular season to play his way into shape. And then he likes to disappear in the playoffs when his team needs him most. That's just not a good combo for an extremely young and impressionable Rockets team who entered this past season as the 2nd youngest squad in the NBA by average age. Houston, they have some really young, exciting pieces in Jalen Green, one of my favorite young bigs in the league, Alperen Şengün, and of course, Jabari Smith Jr., the Rockets' first-round pick from last year. You should want to see how those guys evolve under a great head coach in Udoka before bringing in a cancerous, aging, and expensive star like James Harden. Not to mention, the last thing you want to do is stunt the growth of your young guys. Jalen Green was recently on the Paul George podcast, and he acknowledged himself that Harden's arrival could either help or hurt him. Why take that chance? The risk of bringing James Harden back to Houston just greatly outweighs the reward. Back to the trivia question that I posed at the top. Do you know which 6 teams have never had the number 1 overall pick in an NBA draft? Here's the list: the Denver Nuggets, the Indiana Pacers, the Memphis Grizzlies, the Miami Heat, the Oklahoma City Thunder, and the Utah Jazz. Let me know in the comments if you got it right. Most importantly, let me know in the comments how you feel about James Harden returning to Houston. And as always, make sure you stay tuned on Monday for Last Weekend in Sports. But until then, for your boy Scott Procter, I'll see you there. Thanks for watching. Feel free to check out our other videos and don't forget to smack that subscribe button down below while you're at it. Also, for more great and original content, head right over to bvmsports.com.